Most gardeners walk right past it. They treat it like a weed, pull it up, and toss it in the trash. That plant is comfrey. And in this video, you are going to watch ordinary wilted leaves and collected rainwater transform into a rich, dark, nutrient-dense liquid fertilizer in just 5 days. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step method to make your own batch at home, completely free, with no chemicals, no special equipment, and no experience required. Comfrey is not a weed. It is a deep-rooted perennial plant that pulls minerals from far below the soil surface, nutrients most plants can never reach on their own. The leaves are loaded with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the exact same 3 elements listed on every bag of commercial fertilizer you have ever bought. The difference is that Comfrey delivers them in an organic, slow-release form that will not burn your plants or harm your soil's microbial life. When you combine fresh or wilted comfrey leaves with collected rainwater, something remarkable happens over 5 days. The leaves break down and ferment, releasing those nutrients directly into the water. What starts as a bucket of green leaves and clear water finishes as a potent, dark liquid that feeds your plants at the root level, exactly where they need it most. Start by harvesting your comfrey leaves. Cut them at the base of the stem, and a good-sized harvest for one batch is roughly 2 to 3 pounds of fresh leaves, enough to fill about 1/3 of a 5-gallon bucket. If your comfrey plant is young, take only the outer leaves and leave the center crown intact so it keeps growing. Comfrey grows back fast, and a single established plant can be harvested 4 to 6 times per growing season without harm. Chlorine and chloramine and those chemicals are specifically designed to kill microorganisms. The whole point of comfrey tea is a biological fermentation process, and chlorinated tap water will slow it down or disrupt it entirely. Rainwater is naturally soft, pH balanced, and free of additives, making it the ideal partner for this process. If you do not have collected rainwater available, let tap water sit uncovered in an open bucket for 24 hours before using it, which allows most of the chlorine to off-gas on its own. The setup for comfrey tea is straightforward and uses nothing more than what most gardeners already have on hand. Take a 5-gallon bucket and fill it with your comfrey leaves, packing them down lightly to fit as much in as possible. Then pour your collected rainwater over the leaves until the bucket is nearly full, leaving about 2 inches of space at the top to prevent overflow as the mixture expands during fermentation. One thing you should know up front: comfrey tea smells strong. It develops a powerful, earthy odor as it ferments, which is completely normal and actually a sign that the process is working. Set your bucket somewhere outdoors in partial shade, away from your back door or seating area where the temperature stays relatively consistent. If you have a lid, set it loosely on top to reduce splashing and partially contain the smell, but do not seal it airtight. The fermentation process produces gases that need a way to escape. Over the next 5 days, the comfrey leaves will begin to break down and the water will darken progressively. On days 1 and 2, you will notice the water starting to turn a pale, greenish-yellow color. By day 3, it deepens into a murky olive green. Days 4 and 5 bring the characteristic dark brown color, the visual signal that your comfrey tea is ready to use. Give the bucket a gentle stir once each day using a long-handled stick or old garden stake. This redistributes the plant material, keeps the fermentation even, and helps release the gases that build up in the settled leaves at the bottom. A slow, thorough stir for about 30 seconds each morning is all it takes. The whole process moves quickly at temperatures between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes spring and early summer the ideal time to brew your first batch. After 5 days, your comfrey tea should be a rich, dark brown, sometimes almost black, with a strong fermented smell and visible plant matter that has broken down significantly from its original form. The liquid itself will look similar to diluted molasses or dark brewed tea, and those are the signs you are looking for. If the water is still pale or the leaves have not broken down much, give it 1 more day and check again. At this point, strain the liquid through an old pillowcase, mesh bag, or piece of burlap stretched over a second bucket. Remove the spent plant material and add that directly to your compost pile. Even the leftover solids carry valuable nutrients. What you are left with in that second bucket is raw, concentrated Comfrey fertilizer, and it is potent enough to damage plant roots if applied directly. Dilution is the critical final step before it ever touches your garden. The standard dilution ratio for Comfrey tea is 10 parts water to 1 part concentrate. For every 1 cup of your strained liquid, add 10 cups of water before applying it. The finished mix should look like weak tea, a light amber or pale brown color. If it still looks very dark after diluting, add a little more water, because it is always better to dilute slightly more than needed than to risk over-application. Apply the diluted tea directly to the soil at the base of your plants, not on the leaves themselves. This is a root feed, not a foliar spray, and the nutrients are absorbed through the root system where the real work happens. Use it on tomatoes, peppers, squash, cucumbers, and any heavy-feeding vegetable that benefits from a potassium boost during flowering and fruiting. 1 generous watering around the base of each plant is sufficient, and you can repeat the application every 2 to 3 weeks throughout the growing season without any risk of nutrient buildup or harm to your soil biology. Plants fed with Comfrey tea consistently show visible responses within 7 to 10 days of the first application. Tomato plants tend to produce more abundant and more uniform fruit sets. Leafy greens respond with noticeably deeper green coloring, a clear sign of improved nitrogen uptake. Root vegetables like carrots and beets develop stronger, more fibrous root systems that hold up better through dry spells. And because Comfrey tea feeds the soil biology along with the plant, you are building long-term fertility into your beds, not just pushing growth for 1 season. This is the transformation at the heart of this video. From a bucket of wilted leaves and collected rainwater on day 1 to a fully functional, nutrient-rich organic fertilizer on day 5. Completely free, completely natural, and completely effective. No trip to the garden center required. Here's a quick recap of everything covered. Harvest 2 to 3 pounds of Comfrey leaves and fill a 5-gallon bucket. Cover with collected rainwater, leaving 2 inches of space at the top. Stir daily for 5 days. Keep it in partial shade and allow the leaves to break down fully into a dark, rich liquid. Strain the concentrate, dilute it at a 10-to-1 ratio, and apply it directly to the soil around your vegetable plants every 2 to 3 weeks throughout the season. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more home gardeners who want to grow clean, organic food the simple way. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already part of this community, because every week there is a new method, a new experiment, or a new result worth sharing. And leave a comment below telling whether you already grow Comfrey in your garden or if this is the first time you have heard about it. That kind of feedback directly shapes what gets made next. Thanks for watching, and keep growing green.